Hello everybody, we're back at it again with That Male CNA. So today I wanted to talk about a trip that I had gone on with my wife Jamie last week to Vermont. Over the course of 4 days, we left on a, what was it, Tuesday, right? Left on a Tuesday and we came back on a Friday. We did several different things. We saw a famous poet's grave. We went up to a bunch of different monuments we saw around Bennington, I believe it was. Absolutely beautiful little area, very nice and very quiet, which was absolutely perfect. There's a couple other things I wanted to discuss too, a little bit later in the video. As you can see, yes, I did shave my head. Anyways, so what we did in Vermont and my experience there. So I left around, I want to say 1 o'clock because our check-in time for the Airbnb was at 4 o'clock. We stayed at a place called, what was it, Cloud 9? Alright, well, it was some little bed and breakfast. I think it was called like Cloud 9 or something like that, in Bennington, Vermont. If you look it up, it really isn't that far away from here. It's about like a 2.5, 3 hour ride, depending on how fast you're going and how bad the traffic is. Up through that area of New York, it really wasn't that bad, for me anyways. It was funny, Allie stuck her head out the back of the window while we were on our way up there. That was pretty much the highlight of the trip going up. And she got barky with another dog. So anyways, yeah, as I said, we got up there. It was a little bit like after 5:15, 5:30 when we got settled in a beautiful, quiet little farm, country-esque type town. You can definitely tell the group of people up there are very happy and set in their ways, just to say the least. So anyways, it was quite enjoyable. The first day we kind of lucked out because for some goddamn reason everything in Vermont is closed on a Wednesday. What is the deal with that? We wanted to go see different monuments. We couldn't even take the elevator up to go up there because it was closed. We went to go look at different sightseeing areas. We saw a graveyard on the first day after we went to the Bennington Monument or whatever it was, where the guy fended off against German troops during the American Revolution. Forgot the guy's name. Yeah, sorry, I'm not great with that. Anyways, after that, what was the guy's name? It was Frost or something like that? It was like Robert Frost, I believe, or something like that. That was the poet that we saw at the graveyard. And we also saw one of the gentlemen who was on the Titanic. He apparently went down with the boat and he sat there. He was loading people onto the lifeboats and he had a cigar. If that doesn't tell you how Vermontian he was, I don't know what does. So anyways, that was absolutely my favorite part of the first day, other than taking some pictures. We checked out around the local scenes, did a little bit of driving around, checked out what's going on there. The second day, which was Thursday, for our full day, was absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. So we got up a little bit earlier. It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock or something like that, and we went to the Lincoln family home that was owned by his son or his nephew, something like that. I believe one of his only surviving sons. We saw one of Lincoln's hats in there. We saw all the different bedrooms, everything about the the family room, how everything was put together. Some of it was completely original. One room was completely original. Unfortunately, there was still a couple of rooms that were locked up on the second floor towards the end of the hall. I think my favorite part of that was seeing Lincoln's hat and the different pictures of the Civil War, and seeing things about the Emancipation Proclamation and stuff like that. Up in the back there was like a small little museum looking area. They had some things in glass. They had quotes and stuff written up on the walls, fancy museum looking stuff. So anyways, we did the tour around the house, which unfortunately there was a lot of people in there. You really can't blame that because things are starting to go back to a bit of normalcy here, which is very nice to see people getting out and doing things. So anyways, yeah, that was quite a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing the Lincoln house. We went out to the back. My wife and I took some pictures of the surrounding landscape. I believe the Green Mountains were in the background of the Lincoln family home, if I'm not 100% sure or mistaken there, excuse me. that was quite a lot of fun. We took some really awesome pictures. We did a little bit more driving around after that. We went to the front of the house. We got back out. We went around, checked out like where the horses and stuff were stored. We went down. We checked out the. We went back to the monument where we couldn't go up because you know you guys have everything closed up on Wednesdays up in Vermont. Like I said before, we went to the Bennington Tower again. We went up all the way to the top, which was like something like 290 something feet or 300. I'm not 100% sure what the guy said. He gave us like an entire history lesson in this elevator that you had to pay $5 for to get up and down, which is a little bit weird. So anyways, we did that. We looked at Boston facing one way, the Green Mountains facing another, different part of New York at a different end of the monument, and the other side, I forgot what it was. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was petrified for the first like 5 minutes because I am not good with heights whatsoever. Like my anxiety kicked in like 5 seconds. I, finally had the courage to muster up, take some really awesome pictures of surrounding Bennington and the different scenery out there. They explained to us the different things you could see out there, which was really cool. The area itself, Bennington, was absolutely gorgeous. Very quiet, very historical type artsy looking town. Very quiet, very nice. I like that. You can definitely tell that's the upper crusty people who are living there. So after that, we went to downtown Birmingham, or I believe it was. Checked it out. It was really cool. We went to this like old retro style video game store, and we went to this burger place that was right in town, which was absolutely fantastic. I killed that food like the first day we got back. The burgers were monstrously sized portioned. I got to think of like these garlic parmesan cheese fries, chips, and like this smokehouse brewed burger. And I guess they have like their own IPAs and stuff up there, which was really cool. You could hear yin yang making noise in the background. Sorry, that's the female chinchilla. Anyways, yeah, that was a lot of fun too. We checked out some of the local scenery. I gotta say, Vermont, your pizza is not what I would call delicious. That was experience I will never have again. Yeah, definitely not. So anyways, there we went to a gift shop. We got our sweaters, stuff like that, a little snow globe, a sticker for the back of my car. I've got my Maine one. I want to get my Maryland one. I want to get next, and in a future video I want to talk about what my future plans are, but that's now a whole different level of a ball game there. So anyways, yeah, we got a few little knickknacks. It was quite cool. I got a Nino Kuni for the Switch, and I got what was the other game? Dark Souls for the PS4, which I'm definitely looking forward to playing. I have not played that one yet. Oh, and let me talk about Skyward Sword for the Switch, my thoughts about that. I know I'm transitioning into a little bit here, but this is now more of a whatever the heck I want to say type channel. I'll still be doing medical things or talking about my experiences, but you can only really talk about so much and get ideas for different videos and stuff like that. So anyways, Skyward Sword for the Switch, absolutely phenomenal. Way better than it was on the Wii. I love the gameplay. I forgot a lot about the story, and I hate having to fight the same boss 4 different times. But yeah, we all know what that is. The controls, because I have the Switch Lite, a little bit clunky at times. It's hard, it's more or less just muscle memory at certain points. Other than that, the game plays absolutely fantastic. Girahim is great. It's nice bringing back a decent portion of my childhood. Now, I know they already did a remaster of Ocarina of Time on the 2DS, which I still have. I wish they would do that. I wish they would bring back Majora's Mask. I wish they would bring back really my second favorite Zelda game of all time, which is Twilight Princess. I wish they would make a remake of that on the Switch, but we'll see what happens. I thought it was absolutely fantastic with the HD remaster on the Wii U. I played the crap out of that when I had a Wii U. That's actually where I got Breath of the Wild on my first playthrough. I did that, and it was, for me, one of the harder Zelda games. So I just wasn't really used to the play style of that particular Zelda game. Of course, there's always a pain in the ass water temple in that boss sucked in that game too, with the giant like leech thing or whatever it was. Anyways, yeah, I wish they definitely did a remake for Twilight Princess on the Switch, but we'll see what happens. Really, other than that, I think the gameplay is absolutely fantastic, and I give it a solid like 9.5 out of 10, but that's coming from someone who's been playing Zelda his whole life. And transitioning to the last thing here, you guys can see that I have a custom-made scrub on, a scrub top that my amazing wife made for me. Sorry about the little salt and pepper going on there, but that's besides the point. This thing is absolutely fantastic. You can see how excellently done it is. I absolutely love how it flows. I absolutely love the material that was chosen for it. Like any other general scrub top, you guys are going to see that you want space because you're twisting and turning, constantly pivoting, maneuvering, changing, doing whatever it is, focusing on ADLs, putting people in the bed. For me, it flows absolutely fantastic. I like my scrubs in a bigger size because I'm a big dude, so that's just how it goes. Anyways, the sleeve length is absolutely perfect for me. I don't like mine going too far. I know that there are some personalized scrubs where they go down right past the elbow and they have like that twist mesh material on there, whatever you want to call it. Just like the jogger scrubs, they have those on the bottom too. I love how it's got that V-neck going down. I know that's more or less traditionally. It can be unisex because I know that the ones from Walmart that I have that. This right here, I love how fluent and open it is going down right to this side. It's got a perfect pattern. It's got plenty of neck room for me to turn, even though my neck's really not that big, but my chins are. So anyways, it's got a nice, very well made pocket right here. Plenty of storage for going into that. I like to clip my ID badge on going there. Going to facility, it's just a lot easier keeping it right there. This is, for me, it is a 3X. Traditionally, I wear my scrubs in a size 2X or a 3X, but for me, I love the material. She let me pick it out. She did all the work. You can get custom scrub tops from her. This is actually her first time doing it, and I think this is one of my favorite things that she's made me. You can see the sleeve space there too. Nice, doesn't ride up, doesn't get bunched. She did an absolutely great job. I love it. And there's plenty of room to move around. You guys can get one at jnhstudio.com. You can do the same thing on Instagram. I will post a link in the description to get you guys on there. All right. So that is that male CNA out. Thanks for watching.